Yo, yo, B Marsh Boxing back at it with another breakdown and prediction. And this is for this fight we got coming up. Adam Kownacki versus Gerald Washington. Heavyweight fight. No titles on the line. I believe this a 10 round, if I ain't mistaken. Okay, and it's a good fight, you know what I mean? Adam Kownacki, 18 and 0, 14 KOs, 6'3.5" tall, 76-inch reach. Versus Gerald Washington, 19 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 12 KOs. And he's 6'6", 6.5 inches tall, 82-inch reach. You know what I mean? So he definitely has the advantage as far as the height and reach. You know. Now this is a good fight right here, man. This gonna be an action-packed fight because every fight I've seen from the guy Adam Kownacki been action-packed. You know what I mean? Gerald Marcus Washington, El Negro, what's his name? El Gallo Negro. He seems to me like a passive fighter, you know. He's a type of guy, and hey, this is a guy who started boxing late, you know what I mean? A guy who used to play football for USC Trojans, and he's gonna be in there with the guy in Adam Kownacki, who in my opinion is more hungry. He still has an undefeated. The guy Gerald Washington, he lost to who he lose to? He lost to Wilder. He got stopped by Wilder. A fight he was out jabbing and outboxing Wilder for at least 4 rounds, and he got knocked out in the fifth, and it was a wrap. Stopped, dropped with a straight right hand, got on his feet, then Wilder went all windmill mode, and the referee stopped the fight. And Big Baby Miller too, he stopped the man. Matter of fact, he retired him on his stool in the eighth round. You know what I mean? A pressure fighter in Gerald Miller, who is a pressure fighter. What do you think Adam Kownacki is? Adam Kownacki is a vicious pressure fighter. You know what I mean? You know, he definitely has the shorter 6-inch reach disadvantage, but he's gonna get on the inside. He ain't gonna be fighting from no boxing shit. You know, staying on the outside, being the outboxer, and using his jab and trying to keep his man off of him. No, he's gonna be the pressure fighter. He's gonna be the bull in there chasing the matador. You know what I mean? Only thing Gerald Washington really has in his arsenal is a 1-2 jab and right hand. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't really go to the body. Adam Kownacki does. You know what I mean? He doesn't really do anything special, Gerald Washington, you know what I'm saying? And Adam Kownacki is a guy who has a variety of punches, you know what I mean? Uppercuts, left hooks to the liver, straight right hands to the head. He's the guy who also is gonna come forward. He's gonna catch a few 1-2s, and that's I think Gerald Washington's only opportunity to win the fight. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to outbox the guy. You know what I'm saying? But can he do it for 10 rounds? Possibly, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, if the guy is not throwing as many punches as the come forward guy, I think Adam Kownacki is going to be looking more impressive. He's going to be more appeasing to the judges' eyes because the man Adam Kownacki, man, he puts pressure on guys. You know what I mean? Charles Martin's a tall fighter too. Charles Martin was catching Adam Kownacki with not occasionally, often with straight punches to the face, you know what I'm saying? But Adam Kownacki was eating them and just coming forward and just banging on them, you know what I mean? Definitely has better combinations than Gerald Washington, you know what I'm saying? I think he's going to cut off the ring, make Gerald Washington have to fight a barn burner. I think the guy Adam Kownacki has been shown tape. You got to look at tape of the Amir Mansour uh, versus George Washington, you know what I'm saying? Where George Washington was controlling the fight for the first 5 rounds, and Amir Mansour just stepped on the gas, put the pressure on this big El Negro, and El Negro couldn't handle it. You know what I'm saying? I thought our dude came back to win the fight, you know what I mean? Amir Mansour, but it was a difficult, I think it was a draw if I ain't mistaken. It's been a while since I seen that fight, but that's the blueprint right there. You know what I mean? Not the Eddie Chambers versus Gerald Washington blueprint. It's Amir Mansour Wilder just caught him with the power. You know what I mean? That guy can't outbox nobody for 10 or 12 rounds. You know what I mean? He might look good for the first 5 rounds, 4 or 5 rounds, but ultimately he will get caught. You know what I mean? And Gerald Washington was the last guy to show the blueprint on how to beat George Washington. And Gerald Washington has no chance to me of winning this fight unless Adam Kownacki gets caught with a flush right hand. You know what I mean? And I don't think the guy Gerald Washington is such a concussive puncher. But in my opinion, for him to win the fight, he's gonna have to forget all about boxing and just fight. Just be the bigger, imposing guy, using your reach and your length. And if the guy wants to come on the inside, you gotta throw them uppercuts. Take something out of AJ's playbook. You know what I mean? So it'll be an interesting fight, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think Adam Kownacki will probably win on points or by stoppage. Either way, he's gonna win this fight. You know what I mean? Could be a mid-round stoppage or late round stoppage, but it's only a 10 rounder. So that's why I see more possibility of it going to decision. But I think Adam Kownacki is the better fighter right now at this stage of his career, having still no losses on his career. Fought a former world champion named the gorgeous villain Charles Martin, and he also beat Spilka in impressive fashion in an all Polish beatdown. You know what I'm saying? So, be Marsh Box. Leave your thoughts and comments. I got Adam Kownacki winning this fight by unanimous decision or probably a